for me, I do a lot of reading on my back. So I have access to pillows because I'm in my front room. So I just a lot of times take pillows off of my couch to use as bolsters. And then I'll do it from the side. So I'm not giving everybody a bum shot, but I literally just spend my time reading. And so I do lots of stuff. I'll be reading with one hand and I'll be practicing my tucks, my curls. And the way that I'm about probably 20, 40 minutes of my day while I'm doing school is just on my roller in my front room. And then when I'm done, it's really easy to just tuck it behind the chair. So I don't feel like, hey, this piece of myself is always out. But really, anytime I'm just sitting with my kids, I'm on the floor and they're just used to that.
Awesome. And I know you have started even integrating some of the strength pieces in somehow. What's the weirdest thing you've been doing while also reading or working with your kids, do you think?
I don't know. It really is. It's just a lot of like, hey, if I'm laying on my side and I'm able to read something, I have done like taken it with a stretchy cord and done some arm workouts where it's just, you're just using the roller, and it just is any moment that you have to be moving, and where it's like I can engage, the 5% of my brain that I need to be thinking about what I'm doing, and oh hey, maybe make some more space while I'm doing that. And so, am I doing everything perfectly? Well, probably not. But what does perfect even mean? And for me, it's like, hey, I'm still engaging those muscles, and as time goes on, I've been able to incorporate those things. So. And I do not wear stretchy pants even. I'm doing this in my skinny jeans. And because for me, it's really important to kind of, hey, I'm getting into my day, I get started. So I'm wearing this because we just finished a class, but most of the time I'm wearing my normal street clothes. I'm just doing it because this is just the way that I sit. And so it's just if I'm going for a walk, I'm going to think about, am I stepping on the 3 points of my foot? If I am standing talking with a friend at a birthday party, I'm going to be thinking, how am I tilting my pelvis? And so it really is, it's not taking away from what I am listening to or engaging with other people. It's just kind of using that 5% of my brain to be also saying like, hey, how am I standing? How am I sitting? Literally every time I'm on the phone or I'm taking a walk, I'm thinking, oh, am I tilting forward? Am I getting my triangles of my shoulders relaxed? How are my whatever this is called, how is my rib cage situated? It just that all of that. I'm just all the time throughout my day. If I'm cooking, I think about that. When I'm gardening or even when I'm shoveling snow, it's like, because that's Colorado weather, be gardening and shoveling snow in the course of a week. Am I lifting with my bottom muscles? Like what am I doing to be engaging in those things? And because I'm at least somewhat aware of those, I can really feel like, oh, yeah, I'm getting that in the right spot as I'm lifting myself up.
Great. And you've made some significant changes while you've been making all these changes at home in your daily life. How has this shown up in how your body feels and how you do your Taekwondo work?
I'm sorry, it got a little garbled there. Can you
sure.
ask me?
I was just going to say, I know you've made a lot of changes. Like this is a lot of changes, but it's changed your body over time. In what way has this changed your body and even your Taekwondo practice?
Oh my goodness, the amount of flexibility that this has added to me. I'm now having people be like, wow, your kicks are really high, which I would not have had. It really has, I think like when I look at myself, my body is just shaped completely different based off of the adjustments of how I'm holding myself. And I'm so much more comfortable in my skin, and I don't have any back pain. I think when I was originally signing up for this, it was to get more flexibility and strength, just particularly for Taekwondo. But for me, it's been completely life altering in the fact that I can go and work in my yard and do yard cleanup for 8 hours and not feel like I'm crippled. And that's amazing to me, to feel like, oh, I can go through my life without being in pain. I've had back pain since I was in high school. And to feel like, oh my goodness, that doesn't have to be part of my existence anymore. I can just go through my life, be moving in a way that I never expected. I think I really have appreciated the idea that like, hey, you can just ask your body for more. It's available to you. And I don't think I'd ever believed that for myself, where you're like, well, someone else can be that flexible or can do this. Something that I have personally been working on is to be able to squat. And I'm so close now. I'm like,
Sure.
inch away. So
Yeah.
I just sit in this position because for me, this is a symbol of like, hey, I just want to be able to do this. I mean, when I started, I was, I'm like, oh, I'm up here. I'm so close to squatting. And so to be in this place where I'm like, I can comfortably sit like this. Okay, I'm going to just do this. So I'll sit and read in this position for a long time to increase the flexibility here in my feet and in my legs. And so I think that too, to even be able to say like, what goals do you have? But I mean, this has nothing to do with my core. This is just like, I would like to, or maybe it does, but
It does. It does. Yeah.
My core, it just is like, oh, I've never been able to do this in my entire life. And I think it would be really cool to be able to sit in that way. And so for me, it was also helpful to say like, hey, are there personal things that I can be working on that are interesting to me that like, okay, I couldn't sit in this position for a long time when I started. But again, to just say like, hey, bone, feet and leg muscles, like, let's just stretch out a little bit. You can be relaxed, and just continuing to work on that has been super fun. So to find those kind of little challenges for yourself, and it's not even a challenge, just the little ask for yourself of like, hey, I would just like to have that. I also do a lot of time on my back, just sitting with my legs like almost, well, in as far of a split as I can get, because I'm like, okay, that just gentle pull of the gravity on my legs, like hopefully eventually I'll be able to do splits. And that also would be really cool to be in my 30s now and feel like I can move in better ways than I ever did when I was a teenager. It's so fun.
That's my favorite thing ever. I love everything you're saying. And how long, I mean, we had Strong as a Mother was 3 months, that's just ending.
Yeah.
How long, but you were also doing some of the, like starting to sit on the floor from my 10-day challenge before that.
Yeah.
So just over the 3 months, or were you kind of already incorporating some of this stuff before that?
Really, the only thing, I mean, I had done your 10-day program in December, and then we started Strong as a Mother in January, right? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I had maybe an additional 2 weeks, but other than that, wow. I really
That's a lot. It's a lot for 3 months that you've done.
Really is.
And it's just I mean, that's why I love for you to share this, because it's just, you were the one, we were kind of laughing at my group. I have homework videos that I give to my Strong as a Mother classes. And you're like, I'm not doing those. And I said, that's fine. Like, do what works for you. You're like, it doesn't work for me to have that 20 minutes of only exercise time, but I am incorporating all of the things you're saying into my daily routine, just as part of normal life, which is what I encourage anyway. So I've been overjoyed to watch you just do that, and I was like, oh, maybe you don't need the videos as much. And when it really is part of your routine, 3 months is not a long time for all of that. So that's amazing, and pretty typical for people that do the work and take everything to heart and really do integrate things in everyday life. So that's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing, because I know a lot of people out there, this will be super, super helpful just to hear, like you said, I didn't even know it was possible for my body, maybe for someone else's, but you're not alone in feeling that way for sure. So thanks so much for sharing all this today, Janelle.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for making it available. It really was completely a life-changing class for me, and I really appreciate it.
Awesome.